them so they can be able to fund the budget.
Mm-hmm.
You can't kill them for that. What I used to kill them for when they were lying and talk about them not direct taxation, indirect taxation they was doing. And that was income on the Jamaican people. But now them come out now, open them, so yes, them attacks. So let's see how, because what we all want to know is Jamaica to recover.
Sure.
Post Melissa.
I agree with that, Igor. I agree with that. Then how Igor gone?
When I come for the debate and try to broad on the government or anything, because the people of Jamaica give the mandate to run the country. And so whatever medicine that they wish to administer, we all have to endure it.
Igor.
Yeah.
AI.
Well, if you want to say that, that's
you mean if Igor AI?
No, man, you know what I talk about. No.
Then Igor always. Then Igor cover all the time. We are talking.
Well, auntie, man. You know. You see when people.
No, because Igor know we balance.
Yes.
We balance.
Well, that never say because what he's saying is that we have to look and see. It's perfect. He said whatever I say. And guess what? Auntie, let me tell you something. Me come on platform and me tell people, 9 years now, me no lie, Before that, you couldn't have said that about me. And he coming here and saying that he's a man with a conscience and talking what he's seeing right in front of him. You understand me? And I must appreciate him for that. You understand me? All right,
then you're going to always start balance what you say.
No, I'm just telling you, auntie, that me I hear.
Yeah, but Igor always balance. Me don't know. Igor, always balance.
No,
come and balance. Me don't know.
I'm saying I represent the PNP, and
of course, then we don't know Igor represent the PNP.
I call a spade. So we just have to just watch and say how this year now, this budget here is going to be managed and how it's going to be beneficial to the people.
Well, that is a good one. How is it going to be managed here?
Good answer.
That is a very good one. Mr. Classic, morning, sir.
Morning, everyone. So I just want to ask Igor, as a balanced person, you believe that if there was no Melissa, the government would add taxes on certain items?
Well, we all know that it's this physical discipline that you guys were maintaining, would have had to come to a end, all right? And the ending should have been 2027, okay? So people, we knew that taxes had to be administered because all the areas that you guys would have gone and stifling out, like the airport authority, where you guys have utilized that earning for 12 years. And now 10 more years of it and you can't get. So there are other ways to get the taxes. So you will have to come to the people with a true now and tell them to listen, we have to tax in some way. All right. But before we were taxed, but does that it wasn't directly.
All right, so we know that the government has a campaign on sugary drinks. And many of these companies is not cutting back on the sugar. And many of the people at the hospitals today, their complication is because of sugary drinks. Do you believe that the tax on sugary drinks is a fair tax?
The tax on sugary drink is because who drink sugary drink? Who more consume sugary drink?
Yeah, but at them are going to burden the hospital at the end of the day. At them are burden the taxpayers when it comes to consuming all of these sugary drinks. So do you believe, in all fairness, to cut back on all these illness, it's a good tax?
Listen, I can't believe that. All I see is that you see that the mass of people who consume this drink is the best way for you to earn some money from them because they're not cut back on the drink. So guess what? If you want them to cut back, what you would have done is put a ban on the drink to not to come in the country. So me not take that as me believe say.
But you can't put ban on a drink, my friend, because at the end of the day, we have companies out here where make the sugary drinks too. Ban sugary drinks overall.
It's come like you tell me say I mustn't drink and drive, but you sell white rum at the gas station.
But one of the things we need for him to tell Jamaica too is that the government is offering free fruit trees. So in that, people can go collect them fruit trees and go plant 2 fruit trees and make some fruit juice. No, but may I tell you, if you have an option, one of the options is for you to plant some fruit trees. Many people have fruit trees and it just a drop off. Them now utilize it.
Exactly.
But again, we are talking about taxes. Fruit trees.
No, but that apart. No, but if the government has a campaign against sugary drinks and they give you an option, and the option is to come collect some fruit trees for free, plant your fruit trees and start utilizing it.
Okay.
That tax they wouldn't catch you, my friend.
All right, hold on. Suppose everybody, the 2.9 million people start plant the tree, them, you see? And so how do I get that money in order to fund
but at the end of the day, the ban where you want and sugary drinks would that just automatically
but we're
drop
talking
in.
about you funding the budget. How do they still have taxing somewhere else again, right? That's bullcrap you're talking.
But at the end of the day, one of the main reasons for these taxes are because of Melissa. You know that. We all know that. We can't aim sidestep it. But no, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, while he was Minister of Health, what did he do to cigarette? There was some law where them put there. Oh, you go again, remind me. I not really remember.
I bring it up in there, so you have to bring it. Taxation goes on big items that people consume the most, and as a result, they need that money to fund the budget, so they put a tax on it. So,
isn't that across the world?
What on the Soji? So one of the things we can realize is that.
But don't bring to me that I bring the fruit trees them and then the people them can them not have to tax them. That's a foolish talking.
So you're saying we don't need the fruit trees. Don't encourage them to collect the fruit trees.
I'm not saying that to you. If the government don't get this money from the sugary beverage, you see, I'm gonna find another way to get it. So like what them want to tell us with up on TikTok and so whatever we earn, them want tax it too. And why I don't see why you don't see that part of it.
But you see the taxes are basically on the luxury items, luxury taxes, and items that we don't need. We don't need these items. Alcohol, sugary substances, cigarettes.
Close on Jerry and rain evidence if we don't need it. Close on rain evidence if we don't need it. So stop.
No, we don't need it. People want it. There's difference between want and need, Eagle. Eagle, you say you're fair. One of the things you're saying, Eagle, is that you're a fair person. You know that there's a difference between want and need. So you don't tell the people if we close down Real Neville because we don't need it. People want it because they want it. Some of them use it as a stress reliever. It's not a need, it's a want.
Okay, how long is it that Real Neville have been in existence?
It has been around over 400 and something years. Okay. And it is something that the PNP would have taxed heavily.
Okay, government over the years would have put a lot of taxes on alcohol.
Except for this government.
Listen, you know what? I heard Soji said something a while ago. See, 21 years of taxes. But Soji forget about...
You said 17 years. 17.
No. Soji forget about 2004.
17 and 4. 21 years. 17 out of the 18 and a half.
Soji, you forget about 2007 to 2011. We're not talking about that period. Were there no new taxes?
Financial crisis in 2008.
Were there no new taxes?
No, there were taxes.
Okay, so don't leave out.
Look here now. I want to hear. Hello? I want to hear now. I want to hear. So one at a time, please. I want to hear. Are you finished, Mr. Classic?
I think myself and Eagle is having a discussion. It's a discussion we're having.
Yeah, we have a discussion.
Okay,
but
because I want to hear. All right.
My friend, we have a discussion, but when I hear you guys would have said 18 years plus after 2012.
I never said 18 years either. I never said that.
You said 21 years. You said 21 years of taxes.
No,
but
I said 17.
Okay, 17. Okay, 17 years of taxes. But you
17 out of the 18.5.
Okay. Why did you leave out the 4 years that you guys were in power from 27 to 20?
So I leave it out because I just want to let you know that your PNP is a government of taxes. And
the JLP never taxes. Okay, what
whether
new
they did
taxes?
or not, it's not their mantra. It's not thing they live by, really. Not to taxing the people.
All right.
That's not JLP mantra. But PNP mantra is that. It's just
all right,
what it is.
so I'm going to land now by just saying that there is no increase on the 15% GCT. And as you can notice, the items that were taxed are luxury items and items that we don't need. It's a want.
You want to is advocator time, you know. Ari, you want to come in quick before advocator come back?
Because I can talk, man. I just enjoyed the fact that Eagle sounded as a level-minded individual at first, but now he's becoming across as a biased person.
No. Eagle always balance. We are talk.
Okay.
Well, at least when you come over here, I don't know.
Because Eagle with being balanced here also should be able to call a spade a spade. Now, the man just bring up two valid points, you know. These things are wants, not needs, right? And if at the end of the day, the man, the well-thinking citizens that you said are the ones that consume most of these products more than the ordinary, right? Can you say, boy, you know, so before I could afford to buy one boom, but now I can't buy it. I better come some boom and squeeze out one orange in my drink. You tell me, say, that's not something that would be beneficial towards the country?
My brother, I grew up in Jamaica, I think. My favorite road. You go on a boat, and then what we do is get 2 lime and squeeze in it and use some sugar and mix it. Sugar and water.
Drink source of water, Eagle.
No,
drink source of water.
Eagle. Then you said nowadays that is not plant lime.
Can I finish my point?
All right, cool.
We grew up consuming sugar. So, and then now when we were introduced to these beverages, okay, we were introduced to it. It's like, so those who are hooked on it are the one who are more or less fortunate. Okay, they are the ones that if the tax was going to affect the rich man, it would be so bad. But there's the people who and I'm talking about them who are consuming more. So might as well just ban it and say you don't want in the country, and so them can't get it.
Right,
but you have it there and say you're taxing.
Eagle, you know, banning it is gonna put people out of jobs. So why would you recommend that in the first place?
Then stop using hypocrisy. Then I said because they don't need it. People don't need it. But you're being hypocritical there because people don't need it.
Bro, call a spade a spade. Can you identify that back when you were growing up, right? The youths them now run to rum and boom every morning just like how you see them do it now?
Interject real quick because Scrubs no seminary is to stay up on the platform, right?
Well, I told him that he could speak until you come back. You went on the next line. Go ahead.
Dating about us.
But when you think about, right, everybody be talking about no new tax, no new taxes, right? But yet still you were being taxed irrespectively right across the board. Right? Now, when with this new taxation package, it is going to affect the vulnerable more than anybody else. The rich man won't be affected. It's going to affect the poor persons. And you can say anything you want to say, Soldier, but look at this now, Scrub. How much is it for a bottle of water?
Water free. Water free, sir.
How much
Water
is it
free.
for a buckle of water?
Water free. Funny pipe.
How
Water
much
free,
is it
funny
for a
pipe.
buckle of water?
How much it at Jamaica again? Me no remember.
$70.
It's $100. It's $100.
Hey, Soji, I
So
want
it's tax, it's taxes and water to Africa.
$70 in China.
No,
$70.
no, I could have put it
Just a
no,
second,
$100.
Soji.
$100 Soji for a buckle of water.
70. Me not ask you.
All right,
$70.
$100. Scrub
I know for a buckle of water, $100.
I could work with $100.
All right, so they work with $100.
$100.
$100 at shop.
Soji, I want to hear. Well, you know what advocate if you talk. I said, we work with $100 advocate.
$70. Allah ma tell $70 na Chinese. Me not ask you. $70.
How much it a corner shop? No $100.
$100.
And more.
But you have a talk to the general.
Hold on, Classic. Let me talk, Classic. Classic, let me talk. Me don't want to talk to Soldier because Soldier say not tell no life in 9 years and in just tell a lie.
$70
Classic, let me talk.
water.
Classic, a buckle of water is for $100, basically.
Basically.
Right? How much is it for like a juice pack, like one of those Kiscos and all of that?
To be honest, I cannot
How
say.
much
I
you
don't
want?
buy
Okay, I'm going to say
I don't
about
buy
juice and them something about
How
Kisco
much
like
I think a bag juice about $50.
How much you want?
One chubby, a same region, $100. 120, 130.
No, you're wrong.
Shop to my kids every weekend, you know.
All right, listen,
Every
if
weekend
we
we shop
can
to
be
my kids.
honest. If we can be honest with ourselves and we're going to price the water at $100 corner shop, then the same
Corner
juice
shop
we're
price,
talk about $100 and more.
No,
Yeah.
chubby. No, me not talk about like the regular Pepsi. I'm talking about chubby.
Chubby, 130,
chubby.
120.
A little
130,
chubby.
120.
The chubby more expensive than the water.
No, man, the little one. Depends.
Chubby more
The chubby is for
expensive than the water.
$70, $80 some shop.
All right. So the little
Right?
one.
So those are the items, or those are the non-alcoholic items where don't get the taxes on it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So those are the little one, what the little lady.
All right, stick up in, please.
Can go buy.
Stick up in. You said those are the non-alcohol items that are going to be taxed.
You just come on, you can't stick up in, you have to make it
No,
worse.
we just want to make a point before you move.
No,
No,
make
you
him
have to
talk.
make
Make
the
him
host
talk.
accept you,
Make him
sorry.
talk. Make him talk. Go on a bucket.
Platform.
Make him talk. Lower make him talk. Go on a bucket.
Right? When you think about it, those are the persons, you
People,
know.
tap up the screen, people. I'm not seeing a heart to go up. Tap up the screen.
Hold on. Tap up the live for me,
Tap up
please.
the screen, please.
Thank you, Soji. People, yes. Come, 126. Tap up the live, man. And send me 2 flowers.
Tap up the live, people.
How much you want flowers again? 1 penny for 1 flowers. 1 penny. Come in on for an tax. I'm not going to scrub my money. 1 penny for your flowers.
Scrub.
Advocate.
Go on with the advocate.
Advocate, people bring me to 10,000. People bring me to 11,000 top. I want to go on the For You page. If you're enjoying the discussion, members are only over here can get PNP and Labour on the same platform and behave good.
Advocate, your time.
Scrubs, okay, I see that on the screen are too blurry.
Hold on.
Yeah, I see that.
Come, you know. Yeah, may I see it?
All right.
All right.
Okay,
So that's his summary. That's his
I
summary.
mean, me can't read it. Don't me look on.
Scrubs, that's his summary of what they're going tax, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. When we look on, them a look forget 10.1 million of a non-alcoholic sweetening beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you think about who would consume that, not the little man them on the side.
Right.
Why? Why though? Why?
Hold on. Me go screenshot this. You don't mind, advocate?
Me can't send it to you, Scrub. Me can't
No.
send it.
Me a screenshot it. Come on, to see the tax it here. Go ahead. Me a listen.
Yeah. All right. Look how much them a plan to get off a pure alcoholic. So who you think do more than tax when you pull down this?
I can answer you.
Look for number 3 versus number 2.
Number 3, verse number 2. Special consumption
You want an
taxes.
answer, advocate? You want an answer?
Hold on, Soji, you know what? So you know how we look on your son and talk about it.
Yeah, so me ask a question. Me ask a question, Scrub.
But
So
I want to drop something in this. Please.
Just a second. Hold on. Me look on the paper over here, so.
All right, so the government want to collect $10.1 million of that, the second item. No, the government also would have stated that treatment for one of these persons who has sugar is like $1 million. No, when you look and you go down a hospital and you see the amount of them way down there, you look at the burden that it brings to the healthcare system. The government is actually
the people are patient. You can't call them patients. They're not them.
Patient. We all know what we are still, my friend.
No. You're stereotyping. No.
We're not stereotyping nobody, brother.
Come the eagle, we hear what going on.
So when
the government has spent so much on one patient, and then 10 patients, you know, and more than basically see more than more collecting, my friend.
No, Classic, you're incorrect. You're incorrect, Classic.
How much money are we collecting?
Classic, you're very incorrect when you come on, when you talk about healthcare versus the amount of money that they
me have to come out my life, you know, and talk about healthcare. This drop me, Scrub, drop me. The best people that talk about tax, I get me grimy ignorant. I want to know if you talk about the tax just coming now. Light bill, you just take borrow 100 million, go get JPS.
Hello,
and then they come in and
talk about the tax. Lady, if you not follow the conversation, nobody come with your arrogance, man.
Just a second. Classic, 1 second. Hold on, Classic, just a second. Cartoon, which tax you talk about?
I like chat too.
Which tax you talk about?
Take me down.
Referring to the 7% increase on light bill.
Why she tell you to take her down, but she know a button where to come down herself.
Yeah, because you just feel like me listening. No, we don't want anybody else time to talk. Can I talk about who just come out?
No, hello, Glenn Rye. You realize say advocate
Simple. Tell him what I'm going to
you know, say how your party present something for
the school. I said something. And it was
you're not looking at it.
Who just come out?
You're not listening, no.
Glenn Wright, are you not? You know, say advocate your fellow party member. I present it to me.
No, sir.
No, I'm not talking about what I present. No. Before when I was saying.
So you want me to? All right. So you want to distract advocate? You don't want the presentation. You know what I see?
No, Scrub, make him go and talk.
No, we're not talking about this presentation here, no, Scrub. I was talking about.
Bro. What did you just attack?
So you build them and that I can't take with you because I say something and you tell me so I just come. And you make it sound like to me attack to Adjutica now.
But see advocate are going to take care of ice cream.
But the man has said
we wish it is still up on the screen so we can see it. No? See man gone there too.
The man say your neighbor say good morning and you just jump
and in. And that's a lie I tell because I first thing we do I tell Scrub morning.
Yeah, he say morning. But look here. But see gone there too, you know say gone.
Yeah, because the thing sound jumble up on them labor right feel like
no. But I might give presentation.
Nothing like that, bro. You never saw like that.
Nobody not. Oh God, man. Lord Jesus, me are telling you, man.
Almost certain people can't call
Mr. Glenn Wright, I understand you. A man post something on the screen. We are look on it. He might find out what I distract him.
I did not have any objection to Agitator put up or anything like that. But Cartoon came on and she was saying something. And I saw
yeah, but Cartoon can't talk over him. Oh, Cartoon never talk over him and it's not Cartoon turn.
Ego, did I say anything, Ego, to Cartoon? I never opened my mouth.
Gender people, we need to understand that we're in a room and where people listen to us. Sometimes we have to wait for our turn.
Look here, Mr. Glenn Wright, hold on. I'm going to say this again. Advocate, I brought something here. Can you go into a courthouse and tell the judge which case we try first?
No, and I was not objecting to anything that Adjutor was saying. What I was saying is just that same like when I was asking Soldier for us interject. I mean, just put something because we're talking about the people who is going to be affected the most. When them say the Jews, the man I talk about was for $70. And I was trying to tell him that is the small people them in a them little place, they have the little shop them, where I sell the trouble juice them to the school putting them for the $70, and them it affect the most because them that increase now. So when a man used to give him little son $100 and say, buy a $70 juice and a biscuit and go on to school, the juice are going to go up. Who it will affect?
Glenn, you're more my senior, you know. And you would have lived through a period where you see these juices get taxed every year. And for 9 years, these juices weren't taxed. And the one
juices weren't taxed directly, but let me tell you how the juices were taxed now. Let me tell you how the juices were taxed.
The juice tax, you have an issue with it. And you never have an issue with it for the 17 years.
For 9 years, because the JP government swears to them smart and them can't fool people. It was not taxed directly.
No, but everybody knows the indirect tax.
By increases. And people don't realize that.
Under the PNP, there was indirect and direct taxes under the PNP.
Something else raised. Every time you go to the tax office, something else raised. So that was what the JP government was doing. They were doing indirect taxes.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
Hold on, just a second. Let me hear. Glenn, what are you? Hold on, gentlemen, 1 second, please. Mr. Glenn Wright, let me hear you. What are you saying,
yes,
sir?
Sir.
How were they taxed indirectly?
Hold on, EG. I want to hear from Mr. Glenn Wright. I want to hear what he's saying. Now, look here, no come no man. Uno want mad me? What you say, Mr. Glenn Wright? Let me hear what you say.
The indirect tax that I'm speaking of is that what the JLP government has done for the 9 years is not to put the tax on any individual item, but just increase in the services and the stuff that they provide. When they go to the tax office, who can remember the last, before the 9 years of taxes start and the registration for your vehicle and the registration of fitness examiner fee and all that, who can remember where it come from to know? Who can remember and tell me say it's not indirect tax that? What was the price of a chubby for the last 8 years before them start them indirect taxes? Chubby I come from $20, $25, $30 to reach $50, $60, $70. You think it was an indirect taxing? It's indirect taxing. Them just raise up the things little upon you so you don't feel it. But because one of the things that kept the JLP from putting on direct taxes on Jamaica, and this is what everybody needs to know, they sold the Norman Manor Airport and they were collecting billions from it. They sold Norman Montego Bay Airport and they were collecting billions from it. Those times have run out. So the government
all right, so we disclaimer that. All right, hold on. All right, so Mr. Then right, me go and disclaimer that. Remember, say me not have the documents.
Disclaimer. JLP didn't sell any airport. So disclaimer.
We're gonna disclaimer that. We're gonna disclaimer that.
JLP didn't sell any airport. So disclaimer.
But they did not sell it, but they were collecting what they call something.
They not just said large. Disclaimer is alleged.
When I said the government said it was sold under the previous one, but is the government collect for it?
Hold on.
I have another disclaimer, please.
Hold on, just a second. What did you just said, Mr. Glenn Wright?
All right. PNP sell it, right? And remember,
PNP sell what?
Well,
it not sell. None of them not sell, my friend.
None of them not sell.
PNP never sell it now.
All right, it's alleged. Hold on.
Anything with them want.
Hey, Mr. Harry, if I can't hear, you're gonna come off. You know, I want to hear. But yes, who sell what?
I could try and do it the legal way, so for avoiding the problem.
No, right.
All right.
So we're gonna say it's alleged.
They want to call it operations. Over a huge company, them want get to run. They were collecting from it for the last 9 years. Those two entities, remember, it might not have been the JLP government that implemented it, but because they formed the government, they continue to collect half of it. You understand? So now that those two entities have run out of paying the government what the contractual obligation was, the government have to now find ways to get that shortfall of revenue that is going to not come from NMIA or MBIA. You understand? So what they have now gone back to do is taxation. If they were still on another 2 years, or say even another year of collecting money from those two entities, we would not have seen this form of direct taxing increase. And that is what I'm trying to say. And the gentleman who was saying now that the trouble juice don't affect trouble juice affect the simple little man, because see people will go and wholesale and buy the juice to me and little get one something. And the people who can't buy the big Pepsi and the big soda them, buy them little something there. And them ski to them little penny for gas school. So when that gun increase, it will pressure them. Them don't now make it already.
Can I say something, Scott? Can I add? Can my turn?
Hold on, it's Classic. Classic come. Classic get point of order. Go ahead, Classic.
Thank you very much. So the point of order is that the both international airport are leased out. They are not sold. All right.
I corrected myself by saying that.
Another point of order is that the government does not increase prices. The government does not increase prices on goods and services. Another point of order is that when this government was formed in 2016, what we do, the GCT was 16.5%. It went down to 15%. All the taxes were decreased. We need to remember that.
All right, you ready now?
Are you in agreement with that? Are you in agreement with that, Glenn?
All right. No, let me tell you how you do it now. You reduce the GCT from 16 to 15%.
So you agree, sir?
Increase everything.
You agree, sir? GCT.
I agree that you reduce the GCT from 16 to 15%. But what you did following that, you raise everything, so you end up making more.
Who raise it? The government? The government can raise goods and services? Or then do that?
Hold on.
Let me ask you a question. When you go tax office,
Coaches try to confuse Glenn Wright. Cause that you do.
No,
I want to hear you try to confuse him. Where you say Glenn Wright?
All right, Scrub, watch me now. Before them reduce the GCT from 16 to 15%, how much were you paying for a license? Who increased that? Because you must say another government do it. Who increased it? Tax officers get up for themselves and decide for raise. It never come out.
That was increased by the government. But when we're talking about
when you go to tax office, registration examiner fee was for $2,000. I think $2,000. I don't want to lie. $2,000. How much is registration fee now for your fitness? $4,500.
Can I come in now?
That's a more than 200% increase. And
go ahead, Soji. Go ahead.
All right. First thing first. Let me deal with the sugary drink. All right. So for 10 years, the companies would have been increasing their prices on bun, bread, cheese, juice, everything. Nobody said anything. People still buy it. Now, so I go, Scrub, people still buy food, no sir? And juice, not true? Whether government not put no tax on it, you know, but the company them increase them prices, people still buying, not true?
You know, see, I'll be misleading though.
Hold on, Glenn. I know your time for talk. Hold on. People increase the price of them food. Chicken increase, and the government increase, and the tax make increase.
Again, misleading.
Egg increase. Egg increase. People increase their egg because of the cost of production. Now, so I go, Scrub. And the government tell people to sell their egg, Scrub. Let me ask you a question.
You're asking Scrub.
Scrub me and ask, hold on, bro. Scrub me and ask. Scrub, where you there?
So what you make your point, no man, let me hear what go on.
No, you can't answer me. Me ask you something more, you can't answer me.
No, but come no man, make your point, no so you make me hear what go on.
All right. So he's saying that you can't buy look at chubby for your youth to go to school. But when the people them will make chubby did that increase the price, you never have no problem, you still there go buy it. Because you say chubby did there $20, now they are $70. And the tax make it go $70, people them increase them price. You understand what I say to you, Scrub? But is it that me have to buy a chubby when they can't drink water, Scrub? Just saying. Is it that me have to buy a chubby when chubby one chubby scrub take 25 backward water for flush it out of your system? Did you know that, Scrub?
So Jim, you know that is unfair no, because you know say sometimes we have to have a little sugar. Oh, you're so wicked.
Hold on, man. You
So,
see, you call me
we can
wicked.
finish asking
Hold
question
on,
them so we can
Hold
answer.
on, you say you ain't answer no question for me, you know.
No,
you
you say, who not
But
answer
you
no
have to
question
drink
for you?
sugar. You have to drink sugar. You have to drink
Yeah,
sugar
me
now.
have to drink sugar. Me have to drink sugar.
Hold on. You have to drink it, Glenn. It's
Yeah.
all right. Let's fit that up. Anyhow, Scrub. You want me to say? You want me to say? You left your right way there. Scrub. You want me to say to
Oi.
yourself, Scrub. Listen to this, Scrub. Even me now, I don't know how old you in age, have to be watching with that because we were poisoned from early. We were poisoned that we have to drink sugar and all these things, but nothing go so. We were poisoned from early, so we know at reaching certain age, if you look over our shoulder, everything we touch. And it's running the hospital bill up because most people now we go to hospitals, most patients have diabetes. Pregnant mothers, all of these people, diabetes, because we were poisoned from early. So, Glenn, I should be coming here and say, you know what? We should tell the people them to stop by the local chubby, give picnic them from early. So we save the hospital bill. Yes, Glenn, right. Yes, Glenn, right.
I just put something here because I forgot to bed. I forgot to go on the road to go to somewhere. Let me show you something. I just want to answer. I don't know who else raise the issue for government to raise the price. But let me say, how government to raise the price again.
No, and the price
then so let me just answer and tell you. You say when the manufacturers and the people who produce these things raise the price, nobody knows let them run go buy it. You know why they have to raise price? Because the material cost of making the same product increase. Who increase it? It increase under whatever means them get it from. And it all come from the whole system that government put in place.
From the government? No.
Yeah, because if the government make it, if the government make it more expensive.
Not true, Glenroy. Not true, Glenroy.
If the government make it more expensive for you to get raw material,
purchase is not from government.
No,
materials is not from
Well,
government.
gentlemen.